record and introduce you, and we can go into the PinkPiggy project.
Yeah, I think we can kick it off now.
Welcome to the WellCoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host today. Today we have joining us PinkPiggy. PinkPiggy, what we're going to go through today is the PinkPiggy Swap DAO Launchpad Staking NFT series. We'll get to that shortly, but first, can you introduce yourself with your background and experience, Greek?
All right, thank you very much, Glenn. Hello, everyone. My name is Greek. I would be introducing the PinkPiggy project to us today. My background, I've been in cryptocurrency, say 4 or 5 years. Um, you know, I did the usual buy Bitcoin, sell, buy early, sell early, and then lament and wonder how Bitcoin got to 70K, after you sold. I stumbled into DeFi. I was luckier than most. I didn't get robbed or scammed as much as people have been in the space. So um and I'm here, talking to people, spreading the gospel of DeFi and representing projects as the AMA manager. So I'm here today to, to introduce you another exciting concept in DeFi, which is the PinkPiggy ecosystem.
Yeah, maybe if we can have an introduction into the PinkPiggy ecosystem for our community investors, that'd be great.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, for our community investors, if you can give us an introduction to the PinkPiggy ecosystem.
All right, thank you very much. The PinkPiggy ecosystem is a decentralized, platform with with a diverse, decentralized economy. We have super packed utilities ranging from the Pig Swap, the Pig DAO, the Pig IRO. Similar to a typical launchpad, we have the NFTs and the NFT marketplace, and there is also the staking pool been developed. So basically, the ecosystem it's more of a one-stop shop for people trying to transition from the typical Web 2 into Web 3, and having access to the DeFi economy. So that's just a brief intro into what PinkPiggy is.
Okay, great, Greg. Yeah, I was looking at the white paper, and you've got the NFT Pig series coming out, and that will be a free NFT on fair launch, and that's going to be used for staking and what else was it, for the voting rights as well, because you're creating a DAO with a governance, so it's going to be a governance token with voting rights as well.
Yeah. Okay. So for the NFTs, we would be giving them out for free. But there is a catch, and the requirement, to get access to these NFTs at the fair launch has to be every participant, that buys above 0.5 BNB gets one NFT, and we have just 200 NFTs created. There would only be 200 NFTs ever. So if we have over 200 participants in the contributors in the fair launch buying above 0.5 BNB, um, they are going to get the NFT, and if not, the remaining NFTs would be sold on the marketplace with a floor price of 1 BNB.
Greg, so you're only going to have 200 people who will have voting rights because you're only creating the 200 NFTs. You won't be doing any in the future, and they'll make decisions as the PinkPiggy project progresses.
Can you say that again?
Sorry, yeah. So you're only going to make 200 NFTs, and that's going to be voting rights for the 200 people. There won't be any more in the future because there won't be another NFT series, to create more people being able to vote in the future with the PinkPiggy ecosystem.
Okay, yeah. As regards, the voting right, staking the NFT, gives you access to the DAO. Also, staking your tokens also give you access into the DAO. So basically, you don't you don't have to. It won't just be 200 participants voting in the DAO. It would be increased because by staking your tokens, you get access, you get entry into the DAO. So it's a dual entry system into the DAO and to get voting rights for the ecosystem.
Great, great, Greek. Thanks for clearing that up for us. And what's planned around the Pig IRO launchpad?
Yeah, thank you very much. So the Pig IRO is quite similar to what you have. It's more of an incubation platform, quite similar to what you have with a typical launchpad, but not exactly a launchpad. We offer the services of the launchpad, the entire contribution and contribution and pre-sale. Um, and then also there is the incubation aspect, which takes it a bit further from what you have with typical launch pads. The first and the incubation would work in the sense that first off, the vetting process is a little bit more rigorous than what you have in traditional launchpad. For most launchpad, the vetting process literally revolves around KYC and the audit of the contract. Before the launchpad, before our IRO, our vetting process is going to be a little bit further, where there are going to be say cohorts of projects. Projects can either approach the IRO, with the idea. The team reviews the idea. They review um, what the project and the other team is building. We step in as an advisor, try to help them get their feet rolling. Um, in places where we could help get funding, venture capital funding for the projects, it would be done. And for projects who would not want to go through that route, we could the usual public contribution would be done. um, the vetting process, it would include the KYC, control of the contract for a specific period, and then also a section or a percentage of the tokens would be given back to the IRO, which would be split among members of the DAO, so and top holders of the PinkPiggy token. So basically, top holders of the PinkPiggy token and members of the DAO that have been voting, with stake tokens or either of stake NFT will get airdrops, of whatever percentage that has been uh, that has been held, by the PIGIRO. So basically, when you look at launch pads like Pinksale, they take 2% of all of the tokens, from the pre-sale or the fair launch. But in the sense, we do not exactly have a percentage yet. But whatever percentage we take, instead of just dumping it back, it will be airdropped to all of the pink piggy holders.
Okay, great. That's a nice feature. Yeah. So if I'm staking, I'll be able to get a percentage of the tokens for anything launching on the launchpad. And will there be whitelist spots as well if I'm staking for projects?
Yeah, members of the DAO, which are typically people that have staked their tokens, and top holders would have whitelist access to projects. Basically, when it comes to the whitelist access, it's typically dependent on how the project is going to be run. I understand that some projects would want to have control over things like their whitelist, the people they give their whitelist to, and all of these things. But I can assure you that members of the Pink Piggy ecosystem would be able to get access to whitelist of they will be able to get whitelist access, to this project. But it's going to be a two-way thing. We wouldn't be in the position to make to demand or impose our will, even though we are incubating them and helping them get on their feet. There would still be a form of autonomy for this project when it comes to things are bordering around whitelist, and the likes.
Agree. And how does the staking work for investors? Is a lock staking, unlock staking? What's the APR like, or is it variable?
Okay, we have a max APR, not an APY, of 1,254%. The lock periods have not exactly been decided yet, because the staking feature is going to be released a day after the launch on PancakeSwap. So the lock periods have not been decided yet, but they would be subsequently announced the moment this utility is out. And then also, when it comes to the APR, though the project is a 0% tax, the APR is still going to be dependent on volume, just to ensure that we are not giving so much tokens that would end up hurting the project.
Did you say there that the buy and sell tax will be 0%?
Yes, the buy and sell tax will be 0%.
Cool. And so are you looking to push it to central exchanges by having no buy and sell tax? It'll be a lot easier to get it to a central exchange.
Yeah, that is exactly the plan, to push this project to centralized exchanges, because when your project gets on centralized exchange, that in itself is the biggest form of marketing, that can be done for just to help any token. So that is the long-term goal of the Pink Piggy ecosystem.
I agree. And you're burning 49% of the tokens. I'm wondering, so like in the tokenomics, if it's before or after the launch over a period of time, or
Okay, you were asking why we didn't hold on to the 49% till after launch.
I was wondering. Yeah, oh, so you're saying? And yeah, I was wondering whether it was going to be burned after the launch or before the launch, but you're burning before the launch, yeah.
Yeah, the 49% is burnt already.
I see. How many tokens are going to be in circulation in total?
Um, at the point of launch, about 38% would be in circulation, because 30% has been allocated for the presale, and then 17.1% is allocated for liquidity, and the rest are locked up in specific time votes.
But is that a billion, 10 billion? How many tokens in total after the burn?
Okay, after the burn, about 4.7 million tokens would be in circulation.
So it's a low amount supply of tokens as well, and 0% tax, which is nice. And have you had an audit on the smart contract, CertiK audit or another audit planned?
Okay, yeah, we have an audit from Consult.
Okay, great. And what's the marketing plans after launch? What you're planning for the first quarter?
Okay, as regards the marketing plans, um, we most investors are a little bit skeptical when it comes to fair launches, because projects end up raising so much BNB that there is little to zero buy pressure at launch. So for the Pink Piggy team, we are trying to even though we are reaching out, our fair launch is way past the under BNB soft cap. We are currently at 138. We are still trying to keep a lead on the amount of BNBs that can be raised. So we are not exactly reaching out to too much to a larger community of investors yet. all of the bigger core channels have been slated to after the end of the fair launch. Just to ensure there is a little bit of the buying pressure and to ensure that we don't have so many persons coming in at on the fair launch and everybody's trying to get out immediately the project launches. So that was one of the reasons why we decided to have the project at zero tax. Um, Immediately after launch, we intend to from the percentage of the BNB raise that comes back to us, we intend to push marketing in other communities because currently we just have a global community. We've not exactly reached out to the Chinese communities, the Vietnamese, and some. Other very strong cryptocurrency strongholds around the world. So we intend to reach out to all of these guys, as the project progresses, and to show them what we are building and to put basically the ecosystem in their faces, and we see how things go from there.
I agree. And with there being 0% tax for buying and sell, I'm wondering where the marketing is going to come from. Is there a tax on the staking pools instead?
Okay, so with the 0% on buy and sell, we have though we do not exactly have amount of we do not exactly have funds allocated to marketing from taxes or from the tokenomics. The team has plans to spend the entire uh, from the entire raise. 60% is going to be pushed to liquidity, and 40% is going back to the team. So there are plans to spend the entire 40% on further marketing to a point where the team tokens are unlocked, where those can be used to fund further marketing as need be. And then also the major plan for the team is to fund the continuity of the projects through its utility, the pink swap, commissions charged on the pink swap, and then commissions charged on the NFT marketplace. So the team intends to fund the marketing and all other and further developments through all of these means.
Great, great. And whereabouts is the pre-sale being held? And it's a fair launch, so there won't be a hard cap. But what's the soft cap? How much are you looking to raise, and how long's the fair launch on for?
Okay, so the fair launch is on Pink Sale. The fair launch started on the 7th of September, and we had a soft cap of 100 BNB, and we are currently at 139 BNB. Like I mentioned earlier, we are not trying to raise 1,000 BNB or 500. We just want a very modest, even though it's a fair launch, we want a very modest raise. Just so we can have the buy pressure at launch, and then also to be able to give back to our early investors, people that partook in the fair launch. I think 200 to 50 would be fair. 300 I can't exactly say because we have less than 2 days to the end of the fair launch, and I understand that there are tons of investors who are always waiting on the sideline, till the last minute, just to avoid locking their beans, for too long. So we expect that last minute FOMO. So we can't exactly say this is where the fair launch will end, but we are hoping it's going to be a very modest race.
Okay, great, Greek. Yeah, if you DM the pink sale over to me, I can post that in the main chat while we're chatting here. I'll open it up to the rest of the team if anyone's got a question for Greek from PinkPiggy.
Yeah,
All
hey
right,
Glenn.
just give me a sec.
I was listening and it sounds exciting. There's a lot of stuff coming, and you mentioned staking will be live one day after launch. So I'm curious about the NFT marketplace and when will that be available? I was on your website and I saw there's already some examples there that people can connect and buy. Will people be able to use the tokens or only BNB, and how when is that going to be like fully live?
Okay, thank you very much for your question. So for the NFT marketplace, transactions on the marketplace would be done only with the PinkPiggy token. PinkPiggy token would be the currency of the marketplace, just to ensure that the project actually benefits from whatever transaction is being going on. And the marketplace in itself is it's currently in development. I think it's slated for it's in phase 2 of the roadmap. Yeah, the marketplace is in phase 2 of the roadmap, which is immediately after the pancake swap listing. So I am hoping that the marketplace will be live in about 2-3 weeks from launch, because development for the marketplace has been on for about, I think this makes it about 10 weeks now. So we just have a couple more weeks before the marketplace is ready. The NFTs are ready, so we just have to get the marketplace live so people can start transacting on the marketplace as soon as possible.
All right, yeah, I like it. Thank you. I only asked because I saw like the placeholders for now just say like one BNB and things like that. But I think yeah, it's a much better idea to have people use the tokens to buy the NFTs actually to use it in the system. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So looks good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For the placeholder, say 1 BNB, it will be 1 BNB worth of the token.
Right. Right. Right.
Worth 1 BNB,
Mhm.
the amount of tokens you get for 1 BNB at the point of purchase. From what I have been told, it would be a dual system where you can use the tokens, or if you choose to use BNB, there is going to be a system where the marketplace kind of like purchases the token. There are times where you're trying to get access into liquidity pools that are in BNB, and then you try to purchase in BUSD. What PancakeSwap does most of the time is to first convert your BUSD into wrapped BNB, then purchase the token. So there's going to be a similar system, for people who don't want to go through the route of just going straight to purchase the token. So the platform is going to automatically convert their BNB to the PinkPiggy token, and purchase the NFTs.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I understand. It's yeah, sounds cool. Yeah.
Question actually. Let's open it up to community investors. Let's see, Syed, you had a question for Greek at PinkPiggy. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, I have one quick question. So you have your own swap. So I was wondering that do you have your own liquidity for the big swap, or you are getting liquidity from any well-established swap like Pancake Swap? How does that work?
So when it comes to liquidity for the swap, we intend to start off the swap with our own liquidity. Just have first off, the usual token wrap BNB, BUSD, USDC, USDT, and the PEEP token. Uh, First off, and there is a section when you click on swap that says liquidity, where investors can actually add can be liquidity providers for the swap at and earn certain percentages of the platform fee. So we intend to provide our own liquidity first, and then moving forward, when we begin to open it up to other projects to jump on the swap, we would be plugging into Pancake Swap's liquidity first off, and with time we intend to grow the swap to a point where we can stand on our own, get liquidity. We would be incentivizing developers to push a little bit of their liquidity whenever their token is launching to our platform, just to ensure that we are growing as well, and then we are not fully dependent on PancakeSwap and pushing because using plugging into PancakeSwap liquidity increases the amount of percentage you pay as a platform fee. I think PancakeSwap traditionally charges about, if I'm correct, 0.25%. So when you plug into the liquidity, you have to take into consideration the 0.25 percent before charging yours, and we intend to charge just 0.1% on our swap. So we don't intend to plug into PancakeSwap for so long. So there are plans, and the team is in talks, the dev team is in talks on how to work around this. I hope that
Under
answered your question, side.
Yeah, thank you for explaining that. Thank you so much. Over to you, Glenn.
The question, Syed. Let's move to Asia. You had a question for Greek at PinkPiggy. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. I have read on your white paper, excuse me. I've read on your white paper that fair launch pre-sale participants will receive NFTs for free. They can use these NFTs to vote and get PIP token. And there are 5 types of NFTs. I want to know, will contributors in the fair launch will get type of NFT depending on how much contribution they make, or all investors will be minting random NFT?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Because I've actually not been asked this. I think there is no form of rarity for the NFTs. It's just for most projects they have some rare NFTs, some common NFTs. So I think all the NFTs have the same value, so there is no rarity, and everybody is going to get airdrop the not the same art, but the same form of variety of the NFT.
Understood. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Okay,
Thank you very
appreciate.
much.
Let's move to Western Beast. You had a question for Greek at PinkPiggy. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Okay, so my first question is that I actually saw on your white paper that where you made mention of the fact that no actual product provided for the community members to use, and even community members with technical capabilities cannot really participate in community development. This is actually a real problem in the DAO space, not to even talk of those that really don't even have those technical capabilities, where you said it makes it even more difficult for ordinary people without blockchain knowledge to be able to participate in DAO related activities. My first question is that how would PinkPiggy be solving this problem? And would you be providing educational content in during the framework or the time this project goes for those who are into conversant with how these things work?
Okay, yeah, thank you very much for the question. I think I would answer the last question first. If we would be providing educational content, as of the moment, we don't have plans for that on our roadmap. Because personally, we felt there are tons of educational content on the internet. When it comes to the blockchain, there's the Binance Academy, and Binance spends millions of dollars just to ensure that people are up to date, and most exchanges have they have their own educational they also have their own educational content where they're trying to educate their users and all. So there are so many platforms, coin market cap, coin desk, sharing tons of educational content, so it's not reasonable to begin a journey of funding other educational content. You can literally just plug into the ones that are already available, and most of all of them are usually free. So as regards the educational content, we do not intend to create our own educational content, but we would incentivize the community, to check out what other people have created, to share articles that we think might be beneficial to investors, to DAO members. And when it comes to the technical capability, one thing is sure: not every one of us, has not all of us are Solidity developers, or and not all of us know how to write a line of code. That is why usually the DAO is because there are people who can suggest and who have the technical knowledge to do all of these things. And when proposals are put forward for whatever technical changes the community in itself can bring to the table, if the DAO votes and they approve it, there wouldn't be any issue, and that would be implemented with the technical capability of of this person. So this is how we intend to handle these two challenges. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much. I'll be asking the rest of my questions in your Telegram group. I'm wishing you guys the
All
very
right,
best. Over to you.
thank you very much, Weston.
Okay, thanks for the questions, Western Beast. Unfortunately, we've run out of time today, but it's been great speaking to Greek from PinkPiggy. He's a great spokesperson for the team and community. So it's been a lovely chat today. Like we always say at Wellcoin Talk, it's for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice. But you can check out the website, the white paper, and the official socials there in our main chat. So do check out the white paper and the website first, and then there's a link there for the pink sale if you like what you see and you want to make an investment and get one of them free NFTs and voting rights in the DAO. Yeah, you're welcome to do so. Thanks very much for coming today, Greek, and take care.
All right, thank you very much, Glenn.
Okay, I'll finish the recording and send over a copy for you to share with your community, and I'll send that into the main chat for our community investors that couldn't join the call today too.
All right, thank you very much. Have enjoyed the rest of the day.
Take care.